The rocky reefs can range from vibrant colors in appearance, and others may be a little more than a cluster of rock formations lying on a shoreline just below or above the water surface. All of these environments are home to two of South Australia's most commercially valuable marine species, the rock lobster and the abalone, two which generate enormous tourism and economic growth. At Port Noarlunga on the Fleurieu Peninsula, rocky outcrops border the beaches. This creates a perfect habitat for intertidal organisms as the rising and falling of tides generates erosion. From this erosion, shelves, cracks, and holes develop, creating perfect shelters for marine invertebrates to call home. The organisms which thrive amongst these constantly changing environments have adapted to attach themselves to rocks or otherwise remain within the turbulent rising and falling of waters. Rock crabs have survived in rocky reef environments for the last 500 million years and continue to flourish in an environment that endures constant physical change and ecological pressures. Crustaceans have evolved to withstand terrestrial living, however, they are still highly dependent on the presence of water. Without the presence of an amniotic egg, rock crabs and other crustaceans alike depend on an aquatic environment to ensure their fertilization process is successful. The way in which rock crabs achieve this is by teamwork. The female molts her exoskeleton, allowing the male to fertilize the eggs and continue the life cycle. The female, without her exoskeleton, is extremely vulnerable to predators, so the male holds onto her until she has regenerated an exoskeleton. Crustaceans molt as they do not grow in a linear fashion, but in stages. To grow, the organism must dispose of their exoskeleton and secrete a larger one to grow into. This vulnerable stage for arthropods as they leave behind their primary form of protection. This regenerative process of the hard calcium carbonate exterior can take up to several weeks, in which supportive and reliable housing is critical. Much like other decapods, 5 pairs of jointed appendages are present, which are used for various purposes within the rock crab. These appendages include 4 pairs of scuttling legs and a pair of opposable pincers, which are used both for defensive and predatory behaviors. Rock crabs are omnivores, so their diet is comprised of phytoplankton, limpets, snails, and aquatic vegetation. The location of Port Noarlunga plays a pivotal role in the rock crab's diet as the mouth of the Onkaparinga River flows out to sea. This means not only is food washed into their rocky outcrops from the sea, but also from the terrestrial landscapes. Furthermore, their complex compound eyes, which are located at the end of their antennae, allow them to see the normal visible spectrum, whilst also allowing sight of UV rays, thus enabling them to see better at night or in the dark crevices of rocks.